Yeah, so scheme of rehabilitation and reintegration under Juvenile Justice Act. So the Juvenile Justice Act emphasizes a child-centered approach to justice. Please underline. Child-centered approach to justice, ensuring that the child in conflict with the law are rehabilitated and reintegrated into the society rather than simply being punished. The core focus of the act is rehabilitation and social integration of juveniles, recognizing their potential for reform and growth. Rehabilitation under JJ Act is viewed as a multifaceted process that goes beyond the legal adjudication and includes underline educational, psychological, social and vocational support, aiming to restore the child's dignity, independence and societal functioning. So the act mandates specific frameworks and procedures for the rehabilitation of the children. What are those? Juvenile homes, please underline. Juvenile homes, observation homes, foster care, adoption and vocational training. So these initiatives aims to ensure that the juveniles are treated in a manner that addresses their specific needs and facilitates their return to society as a productive and law-abiding citizens. Now we will look into what is juvenile homes and observation homes. So one of the primary institutional mechanism under Juvenile Justice Act is rehabilitation of children in conflict with law is the establishment of juvenile homes and observational homes. So first we will look into observational homes. So an observational home is meant for the child, please underline, who has been accused of committing an offense but awaiting for adjudication. Okay, so the adjudication is still going on. They are housed in such institution. Yeah, so they are housed in such institution to undergo psychological evaluation, assessment and counseling. So these homes provide the children with the environment where they can be safe and monitored with legal proceedings are underway. Now key features of these homes are safe environment. So children are provided with a safe space away from their potential harms which they have evaluated and rehabilitated. Now psychological counseling and assessment. So the children will undergo a mental health assessment to determine their emotional and psychological needs. This is crucial to develop individual rehabilitation plans. Now child friendly infrastructure. So observation homes are designed to be child friendly with facilities like education, recreation and psychological well-being. Now rehabilitation plan. So each child is assigned a rehabilitation plan based on their needs and the plan is monitored regularly. Now next is juvenile homes. So juvenile homes are intended for the children who have been convicted of a crime. Please underline. So who have already been convicted of a crime but require continued care and rehabilitation. The goal is to provide rehabilitative environment where the children can learn and reintegrate into the society. Now rehabilitation focus. The focus is on rehabilitation rather than punishment. Children are provided with opportunities for counseling, education and vocational training, reintegration programs. So juvenile homes facilitate the child's reintegration into the society by preparing them for independent living through skill training, life skill education and counseling. See, this education is provided so that after they leave the juvenile homes or observational homes, they can find a job for themselves and they can earn their livelihood. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now regular monitoring. So regular monitoring and assessment ensure that the rehabilitation programs are effective and the child's needs are being addressed appropriately. Next is foster care. Foster care is another significant scheme under the Juvenile Justice Act for rehabilitation and reintegration of the children. So when a child cannot be reunified with the biological family either due to neglect, abuse or family circumstances, please underline. So if a child cannot be sent back to their homes, so in that circumstances they will be kept at foster care. So placement in families. So children who cannot be rehabilitated in the institutional settings are placed in a foster family who provide loving and stable environment. Then rehabilitation and protection. So the primary objective of the foster care is to ensure the rehabilitation of the children in the family by setting where they can receive emotional care, attention and stability. Now best interest of the child. So foster care is designed in the child's best interest, ensuring that they grow up in a secure environment and develop emotionally and socially. Now supportive services. So foster care families receive support and training from the children welfare authorities to ensure that they are equipped to meet the child's need and reintegrate the child into the family life. Now foster care provides the child with an opportunity to rebuild their life in a safe, secure and supportive environment, offering a temporary family setting that may lead to permanent adoption or reunification with the biological parents. Now adoption. This is again an important segment when we talk about. So adoption is a permanent solution for rehabilitation and reintegration of a children under the society. Now the act recognizes adoption as the child's rights and stresses that the adoption should always be in the best interest of the child. Now the adoption process aims to, please underline, permanent, loving and secure family, ensuring their long-term emotional, physical and psychological well-being. Now what are the key features? So the JJ Act empowers the Central Adoption Resource Authority to regulate and monitor the adoption procedures in India. So it ensures that the adoption process is underlined fair, transparent and in the child's best interest. Eligible criteria. The Act also sets up eligible criteria for prospective adoptive parents, ensuring that the children are placed with the families that can provide them with appropriate care, protection and development. Now procedure for adoption. The Act mandates a transparent process of adoption, including home studies, counseling and post-adoption support. Now what are the post-adoption support? So the Act also ensures the adoptive family receives post-adoption support, including counseling, please underline, to address any challenges in the transition period. Now next is vocational training and education. So education and vocational training are the critical elements of rehabilitation and reintegration process under the Juvenile Justice Act, providing children with educational opportunities and vocational skills that are essential for their social integration into the society. Now educational programs. So Juvenile Justice Home and other institution under the Act provides children with access to formal education, ensuring they continue their schooling and does not fall behind academically. So this includes providing education with access to basic literacy and higher education depending upon their age and level of education. So some children may also require specialized education, please underline, due to their learning disability or any other needs. In such cases, the institution also provides for the special education to ensure that every child receives education that is suited to their capacity. Now vocational training. So vocational training programs focuses on the development skills that help the child to earn their livelihood. Please underline. After they reintegrate into the society. These programs include, please underline, computer literacy, carpentry, mechanical work, plumbing, sewing, art and craft, etc. So some juvenile homes offer entrepreneurial training to the children to develop their skills such as business skill, preparing them to start their own ventures. Children who complete the vocational training often receive certificates or diploma that help them in the employment of further training. Now, the goal of these programs is to ensure that the children are equipped with the tools necessary to lead an independent and productive life once they reintegrate into the society. Once they re-enter into the society, this will be helpful for them. Now, counseling and psychological support. So, psychological support and counseling are the integral part of rehabilitation for the children in conflict with law. So many children may experience trauma, neglect or abuse or difficulty in life circumstances which contribute to the involvement in criminal activities. So they will also receive therapeutic intervention. So children receives individual counseling sessions to address trauma, emotional changes and mental health issues. Group counseling provides children with an opportunity to share their experience, learn coping mechanism and build social skills to support their environment. Now behavioral therapy. So some children may also require behavioral therapy to help them manage their anger. Please underline. Manage their anger, aggression and other negative behaviors that lead to their involvement in the criminal activities. Now there is something called as aftercare and post rehabilitation services. So aftercare services plays a very important role in ensuring that the successful reintegration of the child into the society. So these services are designed to support children after they are released from the juvenile homes. For example, family reintegration. So children who are not placed in the foster home or are not adopted are reintegrated with their families, where aftercare services are provided to both the child and the family for the smooth transition. Now monitoring. Social worker and child welfare authorities continue to monitor the child's progress after they reintegrate into the society, ensure that they are not again involved in any criminal activities. Support for education and employment. So aftercare services also includes helping the children with continued educational or job placement, ensuring that they are able to build a stable future.